The question of where morality comes from has puzzled thinkers for centuries. One long-standing view connects morality directly to the divine. If a God exists and that God is good, then morality flows from that God's will. This perspective offers a certain clarity. What is right is what God desires, what is wrong is what God forbids. However, this seemingly straightforward explanation encounters a significant hurdle. If we say God is good, how do we define good? We need a standard of goodness that exists independently from the divine. Without a separate benchmark, the statement God is good becomes circular. It tells us nothing about the actual nature of goodness, only that God aligns with God's own nature. This raises a crucial question. Can morality truly originate solely from divine command, or does it have roots elsewhere? The need for an independent standard of goodness suggests that morality might not depend entirely on divine creation. This realization opens the door to other explanations, particularly those rooted in the principles of evolution. If morality is not solely a divine decree, could it be a product of natural processes? Could our sense of right and wrong have evolved over time, just like our physical traits? This perspective, while challenging traditional views, offers a compelling framework for understanding the origins of morality. Evolutionary theory provides a lens through which we can examine the development of moral behavior. Rather than viewing morality as a top-down decree, we can explore how it might have emerged from the bottom up, driven by the forces of natural selection. Evolutionary theory posits that traits beneficial for survival and reproduction are more likely to be passed down through generations. This applies not just to physical characteristics, but also to behaviors. In the context of morality, behaviors that promote cooperation and social harmony would have been advantageous for survival, especially in group-living species like our own. Individuals who could cooperate effectively would be more likely to secure resources, protect themselves from threats, and successfully raise offspring. Over time, these beneficial behaviors, along with the psychological mechanisms that support them, would become ingrained in the species, shaping its social structure and ultimately its morality. This perspective shifts our understanding of morality from a set of absolute rules to a set of adaptive behaviors, shaped by the demands of social living. Support for the evolutionary perspective on morality can be found by observing the animal kingdom. Animals, often perceived as driven solely by instinct, display behaviors that strikingly resemble human concepts of altruism and fairness. Male baboons, for example, put themselves at risk to protect their troop from predators. Wolves share meat with pack members, even those who didn't participate in the hunt. Dolphins have been observed supporting sick or injured companions, helping them stay afloat and even guiding them towards food. These examples demonstrate that altruistic behavior is not unique to humans. It is woven into the fabric of many social species, suggesting deep evolutionary roots. By studying these behaviors, we can glean insights into the precursors of human morality. Section 5. Shared threads of behavior bridging animal altruism and human morality. The altruistic behaviors observed in animals, while seemingly selfless, often serve an evolutionary purpose. Two key mechanisms, kin selection and reciprocity, help explain these acts of apparent generosity. Kin selection revolves around the principle that helping relatives, even at a cost to oneself, can increase the survival of shared genes. This explains why parents are often fiercely protective of their offspring. Their actions ensure the continuation of their genetic lineage. Reciprocity, on the other hand, relies on the principle of you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Individuals who engage in mutually beneficial exchanges are more likely to thrive in the long run. This could manifest as sharing food when resources are plentiful, with the expectation of receiving help when times are tough. These mechanisms, observed in both animal and human societies, highlight the interconnectedness of social behavior and evolutionary success. They provide a framework for understanding how seemingly moral behaviors could have evolved through natural selection. Section 6. The power of kin and cooperation, kin selection and reciprocity. The principles of kin selection and reciprocity are not limited to the animal kingdom. They form a cornerstone of human societies as well. Our moral codes often prioritize obligations to family and emphasize the importance of fairness and reciprocity in social interactions. Across cultures, we see a consistent recognition of duties towards close relatives. Parents are expected to care for their children, siblings are expected to support one another, and elders are often accorded respect and care. These deeply ingrained values reflect the evolutionary benefits of kin selection. Similarly, the concept of reciprocity is woven into the fabric of human interactions. We feel obligated to return favors, are wary of those who cheat or betray trust, and value fairness in our dealings with others. These principles are essential for maintaining cooperation and ensuring the stability of social groups. The enduring presence of these principles in human societies underscores their importance for our evolutionary success. They highlight the intertwined nature of our biology, our social structures, and our moral intuitions. Section 7. From biology to belief, cultural evolution of moral codes. While the foundation of morality might be rooted in our evolutionary past, the specific expressions of moral codes are heavily influenced by culture. Just as language and cuisine vary across the globe, so too do moral norms. What is considered acceptable behavior in one culture might be deemed offensive in another. Attitudes towards marriage, sexuality, gender roles, and even the treatment of animals are all shaped by cultural norms and beliefs. This cultural variation underscores the dynamic nature of morality. While certain fundamental principles, such as caring for kin and valuing reciprocity, appear to be universal, the application of these principles varies widely. This suggests that morality is not a static set of rules, but rather a dynamic system that adapts to the specific ecological, social, and historical contexts of a given group. Section 8. The moral brain insights from neuroscience and psychology. Advancements in neuroscience and psychology have provided further insights into the biological underpinnings of moral judgment. Studies have identified specific brain regions associated with moral reasoning, suggesting a physical basis for our moral intuitions. The prefrontal cortex, a region involved in planning, decision-making, and social cognition, appears to play a key role in moral judgment. Damage to this area can impair one's ability to make sound moral judgments and behave in socially appropriate ways. Moreover, research has shown that emotions play a powerful role in moral decision-making. We often experience visceral reactions to moral transgressions, such as anger at injustice or disgust at cruelty. These emotional responses likely evolved to guide our behavior, motivating us to avoid actions that could harm our social standing or put us at risk of retaliation. Section 9. A tapestry of influences, concluding reflections on morality's origins. Exploring the origins of morality reveals a complex interplay of biological, evolutionary, and cultural factors. While theistic explanations might provide comfort and guidance for some, they often struggle to account for the complexities and nuances of moral behavior. Evolutionary theory, on the other hand, offers a compelling framework for understanding the development of morality as an adaptive trait shaped by the demands of social living. The widespread presence of altruistic behaviors in the animal kingdom, along with the enduring principles of kin selection and reciprocity, provide further support for this perspective. However, recognizing the evolutionary roots of morality does not diminish the significance of culture in shaping our specific moral codes. The diversity of moral norms across cultures highlights the dynamic and context-dependent nature of morality. Neuroscience and psychology add further layers to this understanding, revealing the intricate brain mechanisms and emotional processes that underpin our moral judgments. Ultimately, the quest to understand the origins of morality is an ongoing journey, one that compels us to confront fundamental questions about human nature, the nature of good and evil, and our place in the grand tapestry of life.
आपका एक क्लिक किसी को बहुत खुशी दे सकता है, so please subscribe my channel and support me.